Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're at in the world. We have a alternative winner bracket round 4, match 2 for you guys today. This is going to be Rossu versus Amadeus Zeno. This is match 2. You just got done watching the first match. This one should also be quite interesting as well. I'm actually joined today by Swap Space. Hello.
Good evening. How are things?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Always good to be on SRA.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Looks like our runners have loaded the seeds up, and we're gonna be getting started any moment here.
So you're throwing 2 6 letters at these guys. B Tom and a Corvin in there. Should be a good one.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We got the 2 6 letter, and our runners are ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the gate. The rat's been released, and what item are you hoping to find here at Morph Ball?
First item, I quite like Space Tron, to be honest. I always find that a little bit funny just to have the shout out to John.
Yeah, for sure. I'm also a fan of finding Space Jump. It's one of those items that really opens up quite a bit in the seed early on.
Which, honestly, depending on the seed, can be a blessing and a curse.
For sure.
It can take you in. Like, there are just so many options if you get Space Jump first item.
Yeah, like it opens up Wreck Ship. It gives you your logical access to Kachiria power bombs. Got a lot of, like, also gives you X-ray. There's a lot of logic behind Space Jump.
Yeah.
And we're off. Looks like Amadeus going for the Moonfall there. Looks like Rossu is about 20 behind. I think that was pretty much how much time, words are hard. It's pretty much how much time Rossu was behind in the first match as well in regards to the timer here.
Yeah, we should figure out the delay stuff. Just ping Feasel.
So this first location here is Morph Ball. If it's not Morph Ball, we will see one of 3 items: High Jump Boots, Space Jump, or Ice. And in this case, we have High Jump Boots. So
always nice. I find that really throws muscle memory at the start, especially for any percent runners. Going up the climb with High Jump Boots really throws you.
I was just about ready to mention that, you know, you're not used to having High Jump Boots off at the very beginning, and so all of your jumps that you make early on are just going to be a little bit different. So typically, I know when I first find High Jump Boots, I'll usually turn them off because I know I'm going to be doing Alcatraz and Gauntlet and Billy Mays, and there's just High Jump Boots make those checks very difficult.
Honestly, anything other than Space Jump first, and I'll tend to turn it off pretty quickly.
Like, for example, Ice.
So many things, like heading up the climb. High Jump throws a lot of things.
Exactly. Yeah, Ice is one of those I'm not really a fan of finding early because I'm just going to turn it off, because especially for the climb, trying to climb with Ice Beam is definitely a pain. We get an E-Tank here at 230 missiles. Excuse me, Awakening missiles. So that's going to be nice. These side hoppers have taken a lot of lives in this tournament, and having an E-Tank early on is definitely nice for our runners.
Yeah.
And Rossu is going to be making their way up, just lagging behind. They might be pretty close to each other, depending on the time here. I might try to reset Rossu's stream real quick to try and bring the streamers closer together. So you'll see Rossu's stream go dark for a moment as we try to sync up the timers here. But Swap, where do you... Yeah, that was a great climb. Where do you think the first suit's going to be today?
First suit? Okay, with High Jump early, that doesn't really give too much away, so my guess is somewhere in Green Bryn. I'm actually going to call specifically below the bridge in early supers.
That is actually, there have been a few suits that have wound up below the bridge. So that's not a bad guess. And as expected, we found a power bomb here at Bomb Chorizo.
Yep. Almost always the case if we don't have power bombs or regular bombs before here. Very rare that we see standard bombs of BT in these seeds.
Yeah, it was funny. I commentated a race yesterday. We were just talking about that. We were talking about how normally about 95% of the time it's going to be a power bomb pack, and then they go in there and it was bombs. So we had a vanilla BT fight. So that was kind of funny. And another E-tank at 230 missiles. So
nice.
Our runners are pretty healthy. I don't think we got the timers any more synced than they were. Try that one more time.
Yeah, I think it's maybe just Amadeus has low latency on and Rossu doesn't or something. In the meantime, enjoy this ad for something.
Sing Twitch, I believe.
Sing Twitch? Wow. We've got missiles at the bottom of the terminal. Okay.
So we're still looking for our super pack. Do you think the seed's gonna troll our runners for supers?
Are you thinking Spore Spawn?
I'm thinking Spore Spawn. I do like a good required Spore Spawn.
That is always fun.
Ooh, Ice Beam in the back of Gauntlet.
Oh, nice.
Our timers are now synced, but the crop is off. I'll get that fixed up. But we do have synced timers now, so that's really nice.
We do not Venegust. We do not get a Jay and Swap karaoke
competition. Live on SRA.
I'm not sure how you speedrun karaoke. I guess it's just every track is rap god.
Every track is
It's probably the only option.
So we got quite the race here. Now that we're all synced up here, we got both of our runners going for the early super mock ball here. It looks like Amadeus is going to go ahead and go to the below the bridge here to get this super pack. We're going to get our first look behind.
I was wrong. There's our, well, not our logic first supers, but there's the first super pack we're going to see.
So that's a really good point.
Yeah, logic first supers, yeah, Amadeus, just pick them up.
It was a really good point that Swap was about to make. Had there not been a super pack under the bridge, these supers that our runners are finding right now are completely out of logic. So that super below the bridge is our first logical super pack. So our runners will not... Ooh, and another energy tank for Rossu. Amadeus will be picking that up as well. So already 3 tanks, looking really good for health here early on.
Nice quick drop there from Rossu.
And gets the quick jump as well. Very nice.
Amadeus gonna head down straight after him.
It's kind of interesting.
For good measure.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Amadeus making the play for the bridge first and then resetting the room. We can already see that that's the difference between our runners right now. Amadeus and that room reset, having to go through an extra door transition.
Yeah, I think that might have been a missed mock ball rather than an intentional.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, you can... Just the time it takes to reset that room and then come back in again. It costs a huge amount of time.
And we got both of our runners here. Looks like Amadeus is going to go for some damage boost as Rossu appeared to just jump over the platforms. And to save some health in the process, as Amadeus is missing the damage boosts here. We're going to get our first look at the Edakun's powerbomb location. It's a missile pack. Rossu's already looking pretty healthy on missiles here. 25 missiles. Very nice reverse muck ball from Amadeus here. Another point that I'd like to make for any newer runners who are trying to learn this game. Rossu just made the decision to farm a powerbomb here, and this is something that Amadeus is not going to do. And you're going to notice very quickly how damaging that could be. Because Rossu is going to have an extra powerbomb, is not going to have to farm for that powerbomb that's going to be needed for a full pink Brinstar clear here.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's very easy to forget about, but can actually make an enormous difference when you get a big pinky.
Exactly. Those bugs drop the power bombs 2%. So you could get super lucky on RNG, or you could get stuck there for lots and lots of farming for a single power bomb. Because as you can see, Amadeus is already going to be at 0 power bombs. Excuse me, 1 power bomb, fewer than Rossu. I see they laid a power bomb up above. What just happened? Now Rossu has 1. What? I'm so confused. Did Rossu lay an extra power bomb somewhere?
I don't know. What happened?
Oh, well, look at this. They get bailed out by having a power bomb here. Because all of a sudden, Rossu had 1 power bomb, and I was just like, wait, what?
Rossu opened the door to Wavegate.
Okay.
As well.
Okay, thank you.
I was actually just going to say it didn't look like any of them had dropped the power bomb in the right place to take the blocks out on the way to, I forgot what it's called, Mission Impossible, and open the door to Wavegate at the same time. If you drop your power bomb halfway along that ledge, you can actually get both of those things in one.
Nice. Amadeus, ooh! Gravity suit.
Excellent.
So Amadeus is going to be running into that as well. That's typically, not my favorite first suit to find, because that opens up all of Meridia, it opens up Wreck Ship, it just opens up a lot. Gravity.
It's a scary one to find first.
Yeah, it really is a scary one, because then it opens up the, really trying to route through Meridia if you want to make those plays, because Meridia is wide open for our runners now.
Yeah. They've got high jump, which means that wall jump at the moat to get across the wrecked ship is in logic.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a slightly scary one.
And there's Gravity Suit for Amadeus. Doing a real good job keeping up here with Rossu. They're going to do a little high 5. It looks like Rossu, of course, went to get Gravity first, and then as Amadeus was doing early supers, and then Rossu did early supers as Amadeus went up to Wavegate. So about a few seconds behind here. Now this is interesting. Rossu could check to the left of Morph here. Looks like that's what they're going to do. I'm curious if Amadeus will make that same play.
I imagine Amadeus probably will, just based on the way he tends to play.
They do not. They just say nope to that, so this could be pretty significant. Yeah, it's an E-Tank, so not too damaging, but yeah, E-Tank above. It's going to be nice for Rossu here, but it's going to give Amadeus a little bit of a lead. Ooh, and Amadeus is going to go down. I see Rossu in this situation. They come from the league. And I honestly see Rossu making a play up to Wreck Ship here. And we get our first look at Spazer Beam. And there it is, yeah. Rossu making the play up, at least up Red Tower. This is a very typical play for runners who come from the league side of things.
We've seen early Wreck Ship pay off quite a few times in these rat seeds as well, so...
Absolutely. So it's just a double whammy.
Good call.
That's the one.
We've seen a few people
That's the crazy
baited
thing
in.
about these seeds.
Yeah. We've seen a few people getting baited into Meridia with that early gravity suit as well, and very, very rarely does that pay off.
Mm-hmm. And yet another E-Tank here for Rossu. Looks like they might be picking... Ooh, and Speed Booster for Rossu.
Oh, nice.
That's a nice find. So this is kind of cool because, you know, our runners were basically neck and neck. Rossu just had a slight lead only due to a lack of E-Tank pickup. But with this route divergence here, we're going to see really which play was the better play here. Rossu finding speed, which is really nice, but Amadeus is going to make a play on Kraid here. If there's any Varias here, that would be super nice. Varia does like to be at moat, I've noticed, when you find gravity early.
Okay, I'd never noticed that actually. That's quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I quite like that we can do a full clear of wrecked ship now as well.
Yeah, with that speed booster, that's a good point. You know, Rossu making the play to go up, usually, and also to mention, you know, they did have high jump boots, but that missile tank in the sky is such a pain to use the rippers to try and get to that. But with the speed booster, we're gonna be able to speed right up to it.
Yeah.
And also, of course, we're gonna be able to make a play on the wreck ship reserve, and we get the Kraid quick kill from
very nice quick kill.
Amadeus. Yeah, it was very nice. And an E-Tank. Kraid was hoarding an E-Tank. So this is the problem here. So Amadeus elected to go down. They're gonna do high jump. They may or may not elect to do hell runs. I'm not sure if they're a fan of doing hell runs for, you know, getting other progression, but I don't think they would. But then the question comes: is do they get baited into Meridia? What do you think, Swap?
I'm not entirely sure. I hope not, because I think Amadeus has done enough of these seeds that he probably won't get sort of coaxed in.
Yeah, and again, of course, Varia could be there. Well, actually, all of the progression could be there, and nothing could be in wreck ship. But in the instance that everything's in wreck ship and absolutely nothing is in Meridia, that could, you know, it just really depends. So I'm really interested to see how this plays out here. So far, just a missile pack there for Rossu. Alright, so here comes a high jump check. Ooh! Space jump.
Oh, very nice.
You know, that's actually, that might, depending on what's in wreck ship, that might be a really bad find there for Amadeus, because if I found Space Jump in this situation, that would actually push me to Meridia.
Straight from Meridia.
Yeah, exactly. If I find Space Jump in this situation, I'm going right to Meridia, because that just makes Meridia movement so much faster and clean. And we find this Spacer Beam for Amadeus.
Now, of course, the thing here for Amadeus that might stop him from doing Meridia is that he still doesn't have speed, and so can't get past Botwoon. Doesn't have ice either.
No ice either. That's a very good point.
So you can clear sort of the first maybe 8 or 9 items, but certainly can't get a full clear in just yet.
Yeah, and that's where that speed booster find by Rossu just coming more into play here, as we got some pretty good players on Rossu's side. Gonna finish it off with, looks to me, about one more round. Missed the super there. Looking very, very red. So probably one more round here for, and yeah, just one more missile to be exact. And just kind of Swap and I were thinking, yeah, Amadeus making the play into the wreck ship, or excuse me, into Meridia. Again, you know, with the acquisition of Space Jump, it's not a bad play. We'll see what we find here. This is Varia. Darn. I would laugh if that was
Supers.
Varia's suit at the Main Street missiles.
Oh god, that would have been such a troll.
Right? That would have been really funny.
Oh no.
It looks like Amadeus is going to go down and check Mama Turtle. We got 2 items here. We'll see what Mama Turtle has in store for us today. Still absolutely nothing for Rossu here, just missiles. I'm going to check.
Yeah, I've seen Mama keeping Varia.
Supers. Yeah, that's true. Mama does like to keep the Varia suit. That's a super pack so far. Another E-Tank for Rossu.
No idea what was in the wall just yet. More suits.
Super.
Don't blame Amadeus for picking them up, still no sign of charge yet. And more supers for Rossu as well.
So Amadeus is going to continue the clear of Meridia here. Probably going to go up to beach. Then head down. I'm curious if Amadeus can do the snail clip into Aqueduct, because that would be possible to have Varia there, as we found Speed Booster already. So
that's a very good point.
Of course, it would be an out-of-logic trick for Amadeus, but in logic, knowledge-wise for us. More supers for Amadeus.
Now, interestingly, even if it is out of logic, Varia can still be behind Octoroon and what have you. So
Exactly, yeah, because of the speed find, yeah.
even if you ended up doing something as crazy as a Crystal Flash clip to get through, it's still not in logic, but it could pay off.
Exactly. And a bomb pickup for Rossu here. Bombs are generally a good idea to have, I would say. Ooh, an E-Tank and a super pack on the back on the beach, in the watering hole, excuse me. Super pack at the beach, and a super pack and an E-Tank in the watering hole here. So for both of our runners so far, other than that bomb pickup and speed, but Wreck Ship in general is not a lot paying off for Wreck Ship and not a lot paying off for Meridia here. I'm curious who will run into that suit first. One of them is bound to run into a suit or into Varia. It's just a matter of who runs into it first. I'm genuinely on the edge of my seat, just watching these item checks go by as each runner finds nothing but supers and E-Tanks.
I'm kind of hoping for right sandpit, to be honest.
That would be very interesting. Or even a grapple beam somewhere at like maybe climb supers and then Varia at Shack Tool.
Oh, you awful individual.
Oh, Amadeus is gonna kills the fish.
How dare you? I can't use the words I want to use while I'm on commentary.
What is it? There it is. So this is actually a very interesting play by Amadeus here, electing to skip out on the right half of Meridia. We know so far there is absolutely garbage in Wreck Ship. Honestly, it's not a bad play by Amadeus, but had there been a suit, in one of the sand pits.
Yeah,
man,
it's a surprising play.
It's not a bad play, but
no, it's a good play, but I'm surprised that he's took it.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna get our first look here at the missile in the sky. I think that might have been a missile pack. He might have missed it. He's gonna go for a third time here.
Oh.
We got a Kappa tank on the left side and a Vile Plume on the right side. And Amadeus picking up the speed booster.
I'll be interested to see if Amadeus heads straight back down into Meridian now that he can actually clear it.
Yeah, it's a very interesting decision to be made there.
I don't think he will be in this close to Wreck Ship, but realistically, that could actually end up paying off in his favour if Varia isn't at gravity.
I am genuinely curious what's at gravity here, and then to the missile location to the right. Did we get a check on the wreck ship reserve location?
I didn't see one.
I didn't see one. I mean, Rossu should have. Yeah, no check. That's actually kind of surprising. He might just be electing to just go for it anyway, not wasting time on the check. Since he's gonna have to check the item to the left of it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say in full rando, it's maybe more sensible just to check it anyway because you're going to check that Rossu statue.
And it also helps a lot that Rossu has bombs, so doesn't need to worry about his power bomb management here. Can just
Yeah, I'm gonna drop one there just to clear the blocks at the back, but other than that, you can't soft lock.
Yeah. Power bomb in the ocean. That's a missile pack there for Rossu. Here we go. Yeah, we're getting that check on wreck ship reserve. And everyone, hang on to your hats. Super pack.
How many supers are in this seed?
What seed have I rolled today, ladies and gentlemen? You know, it's kind of interesting. Let's say for example that we have various climb supers. You know, whoever finds that first, they're going to be either feeling really ahead or really behind, because a lot of runners nowadays, actually, the more this tournament progresses, the more I'm seeing runners check that location early on. So you're either thinking, oh man, am I racing against an early checker believer, or am I racing against someone who literally last locations this item? And so you're just not feeling good either way about Varia at climb supers.
We could have Varia still held by the polar bear bunny.
It's true. And one more thing that I should mention is
we still haven't seen Gauntlet.
This is true. Still needing the screw attack for our through logic. But one thing that's really important about the speed booster pickup is that puts Bubble Mountain right side in logic.
Yes.
So Varia could be there, but we're gonna get a criteria powerbomb check here for Rossu. And this also really likes to hoard suits as well. I could very well see Varia here. And it's another super pack.
I blame Bunny.
230 missiles has been checked. Gauntlet has not been checked. Billy Mays has not been checked. Or wait, has Billy Mays been checked? No. I don't know.
No, I don't think it has.
So. I don't think it has. No. Billy has not. That's what I thought.
Shoutouts to Frank, guys.
So Rossu making the play on Gauntlet here. We're gonna get a check. We know Ice is back here, by the way. Forgot to mention. Rossu making the check on that. Amadeus making a check on that. So it's really this item here, which is a missile pack. So at least Rossu's gonna get Ice out of his endeavor.
Which his first beam upgrade, 28 minutes into the run. That's pretty rough.
Yeah, that's not a lot of beam action going on. Amadeus taking out the Fan Toonie. About boss ahead of Rossu here, but it's kind of hard to really tell who's in the lead. I would say at this point, Amadeus has a lot more knowledge.
Yeah.
With the Meridia clear, well, half clear at least. Although on the other hand, depending on if Rossu finds Varia at climb supers here, would be able to skip out on most of Meridia.
If Rossu finds Varia in his next few checks, he is a long way ahead, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if he does find that, he is more or less in goal mode.
And there's one thing pointed out in chat, something that I typically like to do as well. If Amadeus actually elects to just escape out on the top half of wreck ship, that could be a huge time save as well.
Yeah.
One thing also to point out is Rossu is already starting to skip supers, whereas on the other side, Amadeus is now at 60 supers. So if Charge is in some really trolly location, Amadeus is going to be really set for supers. And here we go, getting the check for the climb super. So everyone, get ready for this.
Oh, Rossu went for the damage boost across there. Very tight little damage boost. There's not a lot of room to get turned around and then get the inputs for the damage boost. Nicely done.
Oh, got it. Nicely done. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so that puts Varia back into Meridia. Oh,
Yep.
and Rossu, without Varia, those spikes still do quite a bit of damage.
Oh, we could still see Billy Mays.
This is true. Rossu's heading down there now.
Otherwise, yeah, we are looking at Varia in either right side Bubble Mountain or Meridia.
Ooh, a very nice E-tank actually for Rossu there, and Amadeus picks up their bombs at wreck ship E-tank.
Yeah,
And
Rossu's pleased
yes,
to see that after those spikes.
Varia could definitely be below Mother Brain. Absolutely. But Rossu just checked that location, and no Varia today. All right. So let's see. Let's recap. Amadeus has cleared half of Meridia. Is about halfway through wreck ship here. They could elect to skip out on the rest of wreck ship. Rossu's full cleared wreck ship. Has not touched any of Meridia or Upper Norfair. It's really hard to tell who's really in the lead. I would say it's pretty close. Depending on what we find here at Billy Mays.
It's going to come down to whoever finds like various things at their next couple items.
Varia.
Heck!
Oh,
double
wow.
missiles!
The double missiles, I believe that's vanilla.
I think it is. It's also what was there in the last seed, and I've seen it there in quite a few seeds lately.
So, it's official. We're looking at a right half Meridia for Varia, or at the Bubble Mountain. One thing that's important to note is Varia could be hiding behind Dragon. Varia could be at Plasma. Still got lots of areas to check here. Looks like Rossu's might be electing to go clean up. Oh, Waterway might be electing to go clean up Pink Brinstar here. I hadn't even thought about that.
Oh, please! I love Waterway.
Waterway's a really good location. Could definitely see Suit here.
I suspect if it's not a Waterway as they head down, I think we'll see Rossu head into Meridia, and Amadeus probably go check that right side Bubble Mountain, given that he's already checked half of Meridia.
And Amadeus is checking this item here. You're gonna see it's just a super pack. I'm gonna head right on through to the other side. And here we go. Another super pack. Alright, our locations for Varia are dwindling, and you know both runners are feeling pretty antsy at this point. Like Amadeus in the first match, last location in Gravity Suit.
Yeah.
And you know Amadeus is feeling, oh my gosh, am I gonna last location another suit? Rossu's probably thinking, where is this suit?
Yeah. At 32 minutes in with no Varia, and
actually, I'm not so sure about that, Zeb. I honestly think this, with Amadeus basically clearing most of Meridia and is already going to be done with wreck ship here, they're going to high five eventually. And I do think knowledge-wise Amadeus is in the lead, because Amadeus has full cleared Upper Norfair, full cleared Kraid, full cleared half of Meridia. Rossu has yet to touch any of that.
Yeah.
So this is extremely close. It looks like we weren't able to. Did Amadeus check X-ray on their way through?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Oh, they went up through Vermeridia, so they did not come up through the Red Tower. So they were unable to check.
Yes. Yeah. Good point.
Looks like Rossu is just farming up some power bombs here. Yeah, because
Yeah,
you see,
even
Amadeus is at this point. Amadeus is definitely in the lead. Going to be able to just go right down Red Tower and right back into Meridia. And Rossu might. They might high five each other at that point. Once Amadeus gets
yeah.
down there, it might just. They might just be straight neck and neck right now. It just depends on how quickly Rossu can get through all these checks and take out Kraid, because Amadeus is already out of wreck ship. It's going to be heading down. This is going to be a very exciting race.
I mean, even without the X-ray check and the fact that Rossu needs to do Kraid, Amadeus at the minute is probably 90 seconds away at most from where Rossu is.
Yeah, exactly.
If he wasn't going to check
then
X-ray.
exactly, and then the really important thing to note here is that Amadeus has half of Meridia cleared. And Rossu is going to be making those same checks because Varia is nowhere to be found.
Oh, Amadeus is going to go check all of the leftover criteria locations as well.
So yeah, I'd say at this point, our runners are pretty tight. Amadeus probably holding just a slight advantage. Thankfully, is a pretty good ammo count going to be able to skip out on a lot of these supers, whereas Rossu is going to start thinking at this point, is going to start thinking about picking up some ammo here. Final charge.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight one.
Quick refill there for Amadeus. I'm going to go through Gauntlet, which we know is a missile pack. They can also pick up their Ice Beam. Backer Gauntlet, left side. We'll see if Rossu can get the Kraid quick kill here. Amadeus was able to successfully pull off the Kraid quick kill. We'll see what Rossu can do.
I love that new bomb setup that people have started using for the quick kill there as well.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I've never seen it until a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if it's new or one of these old bits of tech that's re-emerged, but it's just really nice.
That is the worst kind of Kraid start. Just one single super. I'm gonna need to put at least 2 or 3 more supers into Kraid's mouth here. That exposes them very quickly. Very nice. Rossu's going to be running into an E-tank, I believe. Correctly? Yeah.
Decides against it.
So here's an interesting thought. Rossu, I'm curious if they would make the play for left side, or excuse me, Bubble Mountain. Because if they checked Bubble Mountain first and did not check any of Meridia and found Varia,
yeah.
That would be huge.
That's pretty much GG at that point.
That would be GG at this point for sure. But once Rossu finds that space jump, it's really that space jump item that is just changes a runner's mindset. The moment I find space jump, we talked about this earlier. The moment I find space jump, I'm thinking immediately Meridia, because it's just so quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without space jump, I probably wouldn't really. It'd be tough for me to want to make that play. But here we go. We'll see what Rossu does.
I think if I'd been in Amadeus's situation and I'd gone up the red tower and found the speed booster, I think I probably would have turned around and headed straight back for Meridia.
And this is a very interesting decision here by Rossu, making additional checks that we had never even calculated. So this is going to put Rossu even further behind here, further behind, rather going to mess with our calculations of where the runners are at.
Rossu continuing to check extra places. Now, obviously the places he's checking now can't contain Varia, but I wonder whether he's sort of getting mixed up between Rat Logic and Seasoned Races.
Yeah, possible. I'm starting to think, Rossu has done quite a few season races in the past few weeks here and has not raced SMRAT in a long time. It's possible that they might be mixing up logic here, because I'm trying to think. Could be possibly making a play for maybe a charge beam, a plasma. I mean, really, other than that, there's not a lot that the runner would. I don't know, they have speed, they have ice, they have high jump boots.
Yeah.
I think it's probably more of a logic thing than anything.
Yeah, I think so, because they've got enough ammo that, like, any checks to try and find charge beam are going to take longer than it would take to pick up ammo that's already on route.
All right, well, Rossu picks up that space jump. See, now here's one thing that separates Rossu from Amadeus is Rossu has no reason to leave Meridia. They are going to have the ability to stay within Meridia and will most likely run into the various suit. Oh, is Rossu going to make a play for right side below mountain? Or are they completely forgetting about the logic even further? It might even do a clear of a mountain. Ooh.
Or just do a full crop check.
Or might just be farming up some. Nope, never mind. Oh boy. Okay, so hold on, everyone. Hold your hats. If Varia's here, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh, smoky beam.
Wave beam. Okay. So it looks like Rossu was just checking that item, which is a really, really good check. Highly recommend.
Because on the off chance that had been Varia, that's big plays by Rossu.
Yeah, huge. But here we go. This is Amadeus and Rossu are about to high five, but the thing is Amadeus has the half of Meridia checked. So I think by the time Amadeus gets finished with Waterway and gets down into Meridia, they will be neck and neck. This is going to be really exciting.
Yeah, this is going to get crazy tight very quickly.
I'm curious if Amadeus elects to pick up these supers. May have just ran into them, but...
yeah, I don't know if that was elected.
65 supers is a good number to have.
Yeah, so he's now at... he's actually in go mode now, aside from Varia.
Alright guys, so
just enough ammo.
This is kind of what we've been discussing for about 20 minutes here. Rossu is about to start doing some checks that Amadeus has already made, and by the time Amadeus gets to Meridia, I think Amadeus may have a little bit of a lead, but it's going to be super tight from here on out. It's whoever makes that play. One elects to go plasma, or maybe it's even possible that, you could do an ice clip and get Varia at Shack Tool if Grapple is hidden somewhere in logic. But yeah, this could come down. That's an extremely good point. A lot of runners make decisions on left or right sandpit. Rossu makes a decision on left sandpit, finds Varia, is able to continue on. Amadeus finds, I don't know, maybe plasma right side, elects to keep it, goes all the way back up to go left. I mean, there's so many things that can happen.
We've still got the possibility of Varia at... Did Rossu check X-ray?
They didn't, right. This is huge. This could be Varia right here and would most likely be GG for Amadeus.
Ooh.
Just a missile pack, man.
This is disgustingly tight.
Amadeus getting slapped by the flyer dude there.
Get out of here.
I'm always getting trolled by those guys. Amadeus taking it slow. Spikes do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You know the runners at this point. 43 minutes in, still no Various suit.
Yeah, they both feel very behind here.
Absolutely, and the one thing that if we find, Varia and Meridia, both runners are going to be saying, oh my gosh, we've had gravity from the very beginning. If my opponent made the play to go to Meridia early on and found the Varia. It's over from here. But here's Rossu picking up more supers. And Amadeus going into Meridia now. Guys, this is going to be the high five of the century. This is too good.
Oh, Jesus, sink.
This race just got too hype.
So they've both checked exactly the same locations now.
Oh my gosh, they're in the same room.
Oh,
Oh my.
Jesus.
Oh, look at that sync up, fam. Are you kidding me?
Oh my.
Oh my gosh. Rossu going for the save. This is okay. Amadeus is gonna check Aqueduct first here.
Oh,
Powerbomb
geez.
first item. That was.
What is it?
This is too much.
No.
Another missile pack there, and Rossu's also gonna take a super pack or the powerbomb pack here. What is Amadeus gonna do? Oh, okay. Amadeus not checking sandpits. Some runners elect to check sandpits after Dragon. It's not a terrible play, but man, if the suit's here, oh, it looks like Rossu. Nope, Rossu's gonna go down.
I think skipping them afterwards is probably the right call because you're far enough in now that even if Rossu does find Varia, he's cleared quite a lot of Meridia, and so to head down out of here and have to move back through Meridia again later might actually be slower than, you know, he's got to come back through and kill Dragon.
If Varia's here at bot swoon, this is a very good play from Amadeus. Rossu's gonna reset, check right side here. That was a left side check, I think, or was that right side?
That was left side.
Left side, that's what I thought. So right side check coming up, and here comes Amadeus for bot swoon. What do we got for bot swoon? There it is!
Oh, wow.
Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Oh my!
Wow.
Oh, but Rossu's not gonna check right side.
Oh!
I wasn't even paying attention. Rossu's gonna run into.
Seconds later. And Rossu's got cleaner movement.
Rossu,
I don't know how much
definitely has
on movement alone.
Yeah, Rossu is definitely the better player in terms of movement here. This is gonna come down to movement. Amadeus is 10 supers down on Rossu now. Rossu has been pretty diligent on picking up. Oh,
Rossu?
Wait, Rossu?
He's just going to keep his speed and then grab it on the way out.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I think I agree with this because, you know, he doesn't really gain anything by picking it up now.
Oh, what?
Is he going backwards?
I think he heard you. This is you know, this matters. This is a time loss.
Yeah.
This is just giving Amadeus an extra, you know, little head start here. I'm curious to see if Amadeus elects to skip checking Dragon here and just goes right down to Lower Norfair. So there's one thing that I'd like to point out. Rossu promised someone in chat in match 1 that they would save the animals, win or lose. I just want to point that out, that Rossu has promised to save the animals this match. And at this point, that could really decide this match.
I suspect if he doesn't win this, that promise is going to be broken.
For sure.
I wouldn't fancy keeping that promise at this point.
Amadeus is not having the best Dragon fight here. Not using any speed strats. Rossu's gonna probably elect to use a lot of speed strats here.
Rossu's about to have an incredibly clean fight here.
Oh yeah, Rossu is definitely about ready to take the lead here.
Rossu's incredibly good at any percent. So
I think it takes 20 supers to kill Dragon, and Dragon's down. Okay.
Nice.
We got 2 simultaneous Dragon fights here. Now it's just a matter of going down to Lower Norfair. And Rossu
missed that first spark.
Oh, Amadeus is gonna check the item here. If this is charged, that'd be nice. Grapple beam. Gonna pick that up, which is kind of surprising.
It's a slightly troll location for it as well. Now it can't be used to kill any bosses.
Yes, that is correct.
Rossu having a little bit of trouble with this fight, actually.
Yeah, this is actually kind of surprising from Rossu here. Very, very 80% runner. Having a little bit of issue here with the short charges. Or not having an issue with the short charges, rather having an issue with actually sparking Dre.
Yeah, I know he said he's had some trouble with the speed kill on Dragon over the last few weeks.
There it is. Rossu has defeated Dragon. Curious if they elect to check Dragon as well, and they do. Okay.
Thinks about it. Makes the right call.
Ooh, Amadeus elected to go through the sand pit here. This is wow, we have a race, ladies and gentlemen. Do not change the channel. This is gonna get super tight. One thing to note. Oh, is Amadeus gonna check right side here? Or left side, excuse me. No.
He's gonna check left.
I mean, it's not a terrible play.
I mean, he's got to head down and then out to the right anyway, so I think
right. So, you know,
it isn't really a slow play.
Yeah, exactly. If charge is here,
it's worth a check.
Absolutely. If charge is here, you definitely made a right play. Here we go.
Yep, and then straight out as soon as it's not charged.
And honestly, Rossu might make the same decision, but go right side. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, leaving Meridia, you want to be taking one of these sand pits if you're heading down to Lower Norfair.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a good call to have checked one of them. Amadeus checking the left one, presumably just because it's closer to where you actually leave Meridian. And X-ray right sand pit.
Alright, so, Amadeus is... I'm gonna time Amadeus' elevator here. Amadeus enters the elevator at 56. So we're gonna get a good calculation on how far behind Rossu is here. This might be one of the most exciting races I've ever seen. This is too good. Just like, what was super cool is that they were so far on the other side of the map the entire race. Yeah. And then in the exact moment, boom, that sync up was just beautiful. Okay, so Rossu is about 30 seconds behind.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, so with Rossu, one boss left,
you know what?
Cleaner movement. This is...
Rossu... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, with Rossu's cleaner movement and only one boss left, 30 seconds is quite possible to make up.
Absolutely, and one thing to note, Rossu has the information on... They might pick that up. Possible they'll skip it. But Amadeus did not see the wave beam there, I don't think. Ooh, and Amadeus electing to farm here with Ice Beam. That's going to lose them quite a bit of time, and I knew it. Rossu is going to pick up the wave beam, so that's going to save Zeno here a little bit of time. But Zeno farming with the Ice Beam, that is really slow.
I'm amazed Amadeus isn't making use of his grapple beam there.
So kind of what I thought here, Rossu making the play to pick up the wave beam here, but man, this farm here could literally cost them the race.
Yeah. And he's at that point where if I was in his position doing this farm now, I'm thinking, you know, I've spent a lot of time farming here. Oh, and there he goes.
Oh, we are synced up. Look at this.
Rossu's going for the same farm.
Rossu's also going to be farming. Switches to bomb. Oh, but does a little bit of... Oh, this is too... Oh, this is so funny. This is too fun.
I don't think I can handle this.
Oh my gosh, man. Just when we think Rossu is going to take quite a sizable lead, goes in for the farm as well. I mean, honestly, it was pretty low health. Rossu did die in the amphitheater in game 1, so probably does not want to make that same mistake twice.
Jay, please.
Sorry, commentator curse. We'll time the elevator here. 53.27 for Amadeus here. Rossu looking like they're going to farm up to even more supers here. One thing that's really important to note here is, Amadeus's ammo isn't really that great. I mean, they have enough, but it's not amazing. Rossu's ammo is definitely better.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, and that looked a little bit too far left. Amadeus is going to need an extra power bomb in here. Rossu going to get the chronic boost.
Boom.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh, darn. Yeah. So, just to reiterate, Amadeus entered the elevator at 53.27. So it's looking like Rossu is about a minute and a second behind here. But again, Rossu's movement is very, very clean. And it could come down to any one of these players making an additional check. Bubble Mountain hasn't been checked at all. If one of our runners elects to check, a lot of times runners like to check wave.
Oh, Amadeus.
Oh, Amadeus, please.
Amadeus.
Oh, God. The hits, it hurts.
He's fine. He's fine.
Okay. We're good. We're good, guys.
I'm not sure I am, but Amadeus is. Amadeus, please. Ooh, that was unlucky from Rossu there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about, Zeb. Amadeus' ammo is not the best.
Yeah, so we've probably got another 15 seconds worth of item fanfare alone on Amadeus' side for Rossu to catch up in.
Oh, man. Farming... Oh, right, wants to check these. Please be a super pack here for Amadeus.
Ooh, screw.
Screw attack. Ooh. That, honestly... That, I don't know. That could... Oh,
yeah.
Man. Okay.
I don't think it's going to make enough of a difference.
Yeah.
To be worth the pickup at this point. You can get through a couple of these next rooms slightly faster, and it does make Ridley's fight a little bit safer.
Right.
But you're going to want to pause and turn that off for Turian anyway, so you probably
so
lose as much time in the pause.
Yeah, losing 7 seconds for fanfare and probably another 6 to 7 seconds turning it off.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make up for the amount of... for example, this room is really nice to have screw attack, but have gravity and you can go straight underneath and speed.
And Rossu picks it up as well.
Rossu is also picking it up.
Amadeus is going to have to farm a bit here. This is what you were talking about earlier on with Rossu farming up slightly higher earlier on.
Yeah, Rossu, 52 supers, is going to be able to forego this farm. Another really important thing is that they do not have charge. So Amadeus is going to want to have, enough supers to make this comfortable. And oh my gosh, Rossu has really closed the gap here. In the same room, is just going to be able to jump right past Amadeus. They might even enter in the boss at the same time. Amadeus enters the boss fight at 31. Oh my. Rossu having a ton more supers to work with here.
Yeah, this is the sort of thing, if Amadeus misses a couple of supers and has to drop a power bomb or two, then that is lead lost. It is that tight. It's tight enough that just depending on Ridley's patterns and swoops and pogos and whatnot, that the lead could change on that alone.
Rossu having a very clean... Jeez, that was super clean.
I watched Amadeus for a few seconds and Rossu had Ridley down. Like, what was that?
I think
Do we
Ridley
have
is...
Ridley Beam?
Yeah,
Ridley Beam!
Yo, does Amadeus check that?
Yeah, he knows that it's Ridley
Yes.
Beam.
Very nice. Always Ridley Beam.
But yeah, high five in the door transition there. We've got like maybe 8 or 9 seconds between these two.
But yeah, Rossu has definitely taken a lead here, and we'll see some really clean movement from here on out. It's
Yeah.
going to be a tough road ahead of Amadeus here.
Yeah, at this point, Rossu can rely pretty much solely on any percent muscle memory.
Exactly.
And Rossu is no slouch at any percent. PB is somewhere around the 49-30 region.
Ooh, gets the Wasteland Speedball. Very nice.
Very clean.
Not having Wave Beam, although with the acquisition of Charge, makes Zeb Skip a little bit easier, but not having Wave Beam is going to make the Zeb Skip a little bit more difficult for Amadeus here.
Yeah. Rossu's going to check Firefly. If Amadeus skips that, then that could be another lead change.
Oh yeah, Rossu making the check for Firefly. I'm curious what they were looking for. Maybe Plasma?
Maybe.
I guess that would be the only thing they were looking for. Oh, yeah, so Amadeus skips right over that, so that was definitely a time save there. Amadeus. Catching up
Yeah,
here.
if that had been something good and Rossu would have picked it up, that fanfare would have been enough for the...
And Amadeus making another check. Ooh, and Amadeus would definitely want to be picking up those supers.
In the door transition at the same time.
These extra checks by Rossu here, letting Amadeus stay lead, and also going to be checking. Oh my, man, Rossu, look at Ink.
What?
Oh,
What is this?
and Amadeus takes the lead. Rossu
This
making
is
all these
insane.
checks.
Now, the thing is, at this point, if I'm Amadeus, I'm checking nothing else because I might not have enough supers to full clear Mother Brain. But Charge Ice Spacer, it's not the strongest beam combo, but it's not a weak one either. If I run out of super missiles at Mother Brain, I'm just finishing off with charge shots.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so it looks like Rossu and Amadeus, this will be there will be no more checks from here on out. This is going to be purely movement. And again, Rossu has the upper hand here. And with that wave, the wave is going to make a little bit of a difference here. This is very, very tight.
This is crazy. I was wondering exactly the same thing, Rakshon.
Also,
I had no idea whether Rossu was going to pick Spacer up for the extra damage on Mother Brain there.
there is one thing to point out again. Rossu has promised to save the animals. This could, you know,
Yeah.
you never know. Oh, look at that sink! Ah!
Oh, what?
This is too much! Oh my god, this is insane!
Like,
Oh, and Amadeus takes the fall there.
doors make
Rossu,
a difference
very
there.
nice entrance.
It's just crazy. Rossu making a pretty fish. Amadeus deserves to lose. Rossu! You deserve to lose your lead.
And Amadeus takes the lead. Let's go.
Oh, oh no. This is absolutely mental.
Rossu not having the best movement actually coming out of here from giving Amadeus, who's having some pretty clean movement, an opportunity to get out quicker here. Rossu just lagging a little bit far behind here, or a little bit behind, a little bit far. What? Words, words. My mind is blown.
Both going to be taking a ship refill, I'd imagine.
We got synced ship refills. Okay, so this is good.
Oh, God Lord.
Oh boy. Here we go, guys. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a treat. Amadeus does not know baby skip. That could make a difference here. If Rossu elects to go for it, that could save quite a bit of time. The thing is, if Amadeus damages himself, yeah, that's about what I was just gonna say. If Amadeus goes, or if Amadeus damages himself down, and Rossu goes for it but misses it, could definitely also be a time loss there. But here we go. This is extremely intense right here, guys. I also just want to point out, this is an alternative winner bracket match, round 4. This is a match 2. This is Amadeus's possible final match of the tournament. So if Amadeus can pull this out, they'll pull it to a match 3.
I also want to point out that in terms of the sync that we've got here, Amadeus's timer is still 2 seconds ahead. So, like, when they ended here, although the video showed Amadeus entering beforehand, Rossu's timer actually showed him entering the room before Amadeus.
Should I hide one of the timers, Kappa? So we can believe. We can believe.
But no, it just absolutely blew my mind that they were so close that, like, the amount of difference in stream delay was enough to put them apart. Rossu gets the damage boost.
Very nice. Something really to notice here is you can already see just how much any percent movement really affects Turian. Rossu making really good time through Turian here, and Amadeus gets grabbed by a Metroid, gonna put them behind a little bit here.
Rossu's going for the baby skip.
All right, so here we go.
Amadeus missed his fine art.
We'll see if Rossu can pull off the baby skip. Gets grabbed.
Amadeus is going to go for it as well.
Looks like they're setting up for it. I was not aware that they have learned this.
This is crazy tough without wave beam as well. I don't know if he's aware of that.
Wow, I'm actually really impressed. This is props to Amadeus for going for it, though. Taking off screw attack, very nice.
That was a really nice attempt.
Yeah, Giggle's making a very good point. Failed it early. It's better to fail it early than to get, 3 or 4 more jumps in and then get grabbed. That's never fun. Rossu's. We're gonna see when Rossu enters in through the eye door here. Enters in at 1:06:39. 40-ish. Yeah, we'll say 1:06:40. This is when.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. That was a very nice skip.
I was expecting him to have to menu there to turn off screw, but no, that was. Wow.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. And so Rossu is about 34 seconds behind. And again, Rossu has promised to save the animals. It could come down to an animal save.
Amadeus is having a little bit of trouble with Zeb skip there as well. Gonna have to reset.
Reset the room. At this point, yeah, it's with that
That's
might
probably GG.
GG, yeah. Yes, Hadouken. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, so very nice Zeb skip. But it's unfortunate. It's gonna put them back 2 door transitions and the lag from the lock there.
Yeah.
We're already on Mother Brain 3 here. Well, about to be on Mother Brain 3 here for Rossu.
Amadeus is going to need at least a few charge shots. I'm not sure exactly what the damage is for this particular combo.
Yeah, it's an awkward combo. Here we go. Maybe he's doing some work. Left side here. Amadeus is filling brain with some supers here.
Taking a few hits there.
Ooh, okay, so Amadeus needs to be really careful. One more hit from a catch-up, and it's... Oh!
Amadeus!
Oh, my!
Oh, and he makes it.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
holy... Amadeus is not going to need to be getting a haircut anytime soon.
Oh, I just need a minute.
About, I'm lightheaded after that one.
My chair's slightly damper than it was.
Yeah, that reset of the ice clip Zeb skip definitely cost Amadeus an opportunity here.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. I cannot wait to get these guys in for interview though, because this has been absolutely phenomenal.
We always tell runners to watch back their races, but this is definitely one that you would want to watch back, like, for sure.
Oh yeah, I think I might watch this one back.
Yeah, I might watch this one back because our reactions are And yeah, here we go. Rossu's in the escape. Looking to be pretty much GG at this point, but what a fine race by Amadeus. Amadeus has been in quite a few matches already in this tournament. And at this point, definitely want to wish them all the best of luck. This will be their final match in the tournament. Rossu will be moving on. We'll wait for the official dot done, but anything can happen. We'll take a quick look at the challenge to see who Rossu might be facing.
Is Rossu going to keep his promise?
That is a good question. Will Rossu keep the promise and save the animals here?
It's still not enough to make a difference, but just curious whether he'll make it. Whether he'll keep the promise.
So,
he's going for it.
So, Rossu will go on to the 5th round in the alternative winners bracket and will face the alternative winner between Asder and then the D-Dragon Benergetic match before that one. So between D-Dragon Benergetic or Asder. So those will be very interesting matches for sure.
Rossu deciding just to taunt there rather than actually save.
That's hilarious. And alright, with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 54 seconds, Rossu is your winner. And we'll be moving on to the 5th round of the alternative winners bracket. So big GG to Rossu for a fantastic race.
Rossu, welcome.
Yeah, welcome Rossu.
Hello.
GG.
Thank you.
GG Amadeus as well. It was just finished.
Holy moly, that race was insane. Probably the most exciting race I've ever watched in my life. That was incredible. You two could not have taken the most opposite routes, but the moment you reached pre-aqueduct, it was perfect sync. From the moment you reached pre-aqueduct to the end, it was just sync. It was so awesome. It was so cool.
Wow, I can't wait to watch it back then.
You know, I was just
Yeah.
telling Swap, we tell runners all the time, watch this one back. You gotta watch this one back. But you definitely have to watch this one back. It was just at the end there. It was just like you would make checks for Fireflea and the jail and the maze, and Amadeus skipped all that, and he took the lead. And then
Gotta watch this
your
one back.
Dragon fight was a little bit
have
shaky,
to watch
but
this one
Amadeus
back. It was
also
just
shaky.
at the
He was
end there. It
back
was just
and
like
forth, back and
you would
forth.
make checks
But
for
ultimately, your
Fireflea
movement was really
and the
what
jail
changed
and the
this.
maze. And Amadeus skipped all that, and he took the lead.
Missed
And then
Zeb skip. They didn't
your
have wave
Dragon
beams,
fight
so
was a little
their,
bit shaky, but
their
Amadeus was also shaky.
Zeb skip was a little bit more difficult. Managed to pull it off after a reset, but man, it was, whew. It was incredible.
That was crazy.
Did
Yeah,
you just mute?
Me?
Swap?
Yep, I've just handled audio.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay. Yeah,
GG Rossu.
GG, man. Yeah, I chose. I found Wave early, and I chose to get Wave specifically for making sure that the Zeb skip went well. Because I knew that at this point, with the ammo that I had, there was really no reason for looking for plasma. And then charge was at Ridley again for some reason.
It's Ridley beam. It's where it's meant to be.
Yeah, it kind of makes charge pretty useless at that point if Ridley's your last boss.
Yeah. But yeah. I honestly, I have no words. It was just so close.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And
To the point, like there was one point partway through that, like you were both so close, and you went through a door transition, and one of you lined the transition up and one didn't, and the lead changed. It was that sort of tight.
Jeez, I really gotta watch it back. I'm really excited to watch it back.
I can't wait to watch this as well.
What route did you take, Swap? I mean, I'm sorry, Amadeus.
Was it I'd gone down, did Kraid first, checked high jump, dipped into Meridia a little bit, then went up to a wreck ship. Then I think I did Criteria power bombs, Gauntlet, then went back into Meridia, and then down to Norfair.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was that way, Rossu, you went sort of pretty much straight up to wreck ship and did the full clear there. Amadeus went down, checked bits of Meridia first, and then out the top of Meridia, killing the fish for the first time out of two, I might add. And then sort of went up to wreck ship, did the full clear just behind you, followed exactly what your route was through doing the criteria clear, and as you came down from checking the beach and the watering hole, you hit the ground where you have to shoot through the floor, and as you hit the ground, Amadeus came through the door from Mount Everest. Like you were both touching that platform at the exact same time, 40 minutes into the run.
Wow.
Having taken completely different routes, it was utterly insane.
Yeah, we were commenting on the whole time, you know, Amadeus having half of Meridia cleared and then heading up to wreck ship after Rossu had cleared out wreck ship, going down and then heading into Meridia. We were just talking about this literally when, you know, Rossu finishes out the half of Meridia clear, as Amadeus enters, it's going to be like the high five of the century, and it really was the high five of the century. It was the way you guys synced up, it was just so, it was beautiful. Like, that moment was just so cool.
Oh, sorry, another stupidly close lead change. I'm just so hyped at how close this was. Heading back out the top of Meridia, Rossu, you froze the fish and then started heading up that room. Amadeus jumped through, supered the fish in the face, as he does. And in the time when you turned round, Rossu, to go back down and kill the fish, Amadeus took the lead again.
Oh, jeez. I thought I killed the fish, and then I was like, no, I only froze it, so I I had to kill it
You kill the fish every time too?
every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
same
I
here.
hate you both. But that was a great race.
Man, I can't wait to watch the vlog.
Definitely.
Somebody
Like-
requested to save the animals, and I saved them. I sent them to heaven, which is a safer place.
Oh, I love it. Alright, so any
We are
final
going
comments?
to set up for the Benergetic DJ match, which starts in 1 minute. It's going to be on this channel. So, any final words from our two runners here?
GG again, Rossu, and best of luck to you in the races you have ahead of you, man.
All right, GG, and thank you guys for setting up this tournament. It's really fun watching some of these races, and I look forward to future races. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and by the way, you will go on to face the winner between DJ and Benergetic. Actually, the winner between this match will go on to face Asder, and then the person who gets knocked out from that match will face you.
Why is Asder in the losers bracket?
They're not.
What?
DJ,
I see.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I get
So
it.
DJ Benergetic, the winner, this one moves on to face Asder, and the winners Elite 8, and then the alternative winner from that one will get kicked down into face you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you guys again so much for this awesome race. I hope to, when you watch it back, I hope to you comment on it. Just say something about the race or something, because I want to know what you guys thought, because it was super awesome. I know Almond Days will probably talk about it, but okay, we're gonna end stream here.
I knew it was going to be a challenge for me at all, because I know Rossu's an amazing runner, so I'm just amazed that I finished so closely.
Yeah, no, it was really good. Honestly, you know, the first match, Rossu taking that big death rip. Like, we haven't even talked about the first match, because the second match is just completely was just like so unbelievable. Like, I don't even remember but I remember, you know, Rossu took a big rip death. But this match here was actually legitimately like you both made, you know, the same plays. It just came down to just movement from Rossu is just unbelievable. So yeah. Okay. So
even Ridley, it was the any percent movement and muscle memory that really gave the edge.
That first seed was horrible for me.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close shop and then bring it right back up with the new match. So if you guys want to stick around for some more SMRAT action, we got DJ Benergetic match 1. This is the winners bracket, round 2. So actually, you know what? This is the second match. I believe DJ took the first match, if I'm not mistaken. So this could be, the 2 matches are scheduled, match 2 and match 3 if needed. So let's get that going. So I'm gonna end stream, and I have been J-Chalk, and I was joined by Swapspace. Thank you, Swapspace, for helping me out today.
Joined by J-Chalk.
And I believe we're gonna have Vinicus for comms for this match coming up. So thank you guys so much, and goodbye.
Have a good
Catch
day.
you all later.
All right.